Welcome back, Hornets, to another episode of SHS Today. First, Harold Croner paints a picture of the current school murals. Next, Rain Douglas shines a spotlight on Mr. Turberg, a social studies teacher. And lastly, Jackson Stahl caters a look into Culinary Skills USA. All this and more on this edition of SHS Today.
We hope you had a few restful snow days, Hornets. After the not-so-consistent schedule, SHS Today is back with the news and latest events. I'm Katelyn Gray.
And I'm Chloe Swantek. Let's get into this week's spread. Starting on an exciting note, the Saline District Library is implementing a new policy regarding late fees. Users now have 7 days to return library materials, but will be billed after 21 days if the item is not returned. This means no more daily charges. I know that I'll be checking out more books for my English class. You know, on my way to English class every day, I always pass a nice mural about mental health towards the tech classes.
I've been seeing some more murals in progress on the first floor by the art rooms. Harold Croner shows the process for crafting the murals around Saline High School.
With many class options at Saline, students have a variety of choices in different departments. The mural painting class is a hands-on experience for students.
Every day we go out to the hallway and we're basically just given a task like at the beginning of the week, and we set a goal at the beginning of the week for what we want to accomplish. We basically get to have freedom to do pretty much whatever, but still within the guidelines of the class.
Many students within the class are given great opportunities to show their hard work on a public display.
I took foundations in art sophomore year, but that was my only art class. And so it was really cool to take like those basic fundamentals and apply them to a new space. We learned about like certain muralists. So we learned about Diego Rivera and then some local muralists as well. And so for me now, like if I'm out and about, like especially in Detroit or something, I'll be looking out for murals, and I have a better idea of what the artist was trying to convey with it, which is really cool to just like see out in the real world now.
With new murals popping up around the school, the class is planning to expand the current collection based on student ideas.
Current mural ideas actually came from students last year. Lots of people are interested in murals because they look cool and they're pretty and they're full of exciting color and textures, and we want to continue that story not only kind of in our art wing here on the first floor, but to move upward.
Saline High School is on its way to expressing more and more student creativity and values. Reporting for SHS Today, I'm Harold Croner. Back to you in the studio.
Scheduling is coming up for the 24-25 school year. If you've taken foundations in art, you're eligible to take mural painting for 1 trimester. Consider putting it on your schedule.
Held on February 28th, the Polar Plunge is an event that fundraises for the Special Olympics. Last year, Saline was able to raise over $26,000. Make sure to donate to as many students at Saline High School who will be plunging into icy cold water. We hope to see you there.
Coming up next, Jackson Stahl cooks up a story on the culinary students who are participating in the kitchen for Skills USA.
Let's take a look into the world of competitive cooking.
In a traditional classroom setting, students learn skills they apply later in life. However, the culinary program trains students to compete with the skills they learn.
Skills USA is a competition for lots of different disciplines, culinary arts being one of them. We have it at the local level where we choose our team that will go on to regionals, which is February 9th. And then if a student places in the top 3 at regionals, they move on to the state competition in Grand Rapids.
With Skills USA coming up, students will have to prepare by perfecting their skills.
Practice a lot of knife cuts to make them consistent and good, and we try to remember the dimensions of them, like our bâtonnets or julienne or fine julienne. And then we also, about once or twice a week, we will practice our pan-seared chicken breast, which is our just pan-seared chicken breast, and then a sauce that we make with it with white wine. So we do that over and over until we can do it without a problem.
With the chance to win medals, students can't be any short of perfect to win.
Repetition, repetition, repetition. They work on the same 5 items over and over and over working on getting more proficient at it and also getting more skilled at it so they can be uniform in everything that they do.
Reporting for SHS Today, I'm Jackson Stahl. Back to you in the studio.
Good luck to everyone competing in the Regional Skills USA competition on February 9th. We look forward to hearing the results.
RSVP for the upcoming event, How to Raise an Adult by Scanning the QR Code. The event will be hosted by author Julie Lythcott-Hames, covering resilience in young adults. It will be held at the middle school auditorium from 6 to 7 p.m. on February 1st.
Mentors are vital to our lives as young adults. Ray Douglas highlights one of the social studies teachers, Mr. Turberg, the classes he teaches, and the impact he makes to our district.
With many teachers in the district, each has a passion. Mr. Turberg, a social studies teacher here at the high school, has a lifelong dream of being a teacher.
I was in middle school, and we had like some career thinking day, some career planning day, and I was like, I have no clue what I wanted to do, and I thought that my 7th grade social studies teacher was a cool guy, so I was like, hey, teaching seems pretty cool. And then literally ever since then, I've wanted to be a teacher.
At the high school, Mr. Turberg has many roles in the classroom.
I am, first and foremost, a special ed teacher here at the high school. I am a resource room teacher, which means that I teach like one specific subject to special ed students.
Along with teaching in the classroom, Mr. Turberg carries his profession outside of school hours.
I also helped found the GSA at the middle school, the Gender and Sexualities Alliance, because it's something that's very important to me, and I just wanted to help out the students there. So myself and Ms. Collins run that club as well.
For Mr. Turberg, it's not only about the actual subject, but the connection he makes with students.
You better edit some of this audio. Just being in the classroom and working with the students, I love my day-to-day job of like getting to talk to the students about whatever it is. Like today we talked about history or the global economy or even just like a New Year's resolution. And I just love that personal aspect between, the teachers and the students.
Mr. Turberg believes that school should be a place where all students can thrive, even with their differences. He is surely on his way to make this a reality.
Have a great day, Hornets.
I'm Rain Douglas. Now back to the studio.
We appreciate the many contributions Mr. Turberg has made to the district. Along with being a club advisor and teacher, he also coaches football and track. Remember to thank your teachers for all they help with.
Well, thank you for spending your time with us, Hornets. I hope you enjoyed this week's show. I'm Katelyn Gray.
And I'm Chloe Swantek. Be sure to follow @SleneVideo on Instagram and YouTube for show updates and behind-the-scenes content.
If you're interested in coverage on the Thrive Wellness Center, a new episode of Dude Let's Try It, and mental health awareness, tune in to next week's episode.
Have a great week, Hornets.
Hornets.